Now, the corruption cases against Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu is being heard by a 5-judge bench comprising of Helen Omondi, Mombi Ngoge, William Musyoka, Francis Tuyot, and Chacha Mwita. The hearing kicked off as the Director of Public Prosecutions, Noordin Haji, appointed London-based Queen's Counsel Khawar Qureshi to handle the case. Haji told the Senate committee, that this particular case is, which is touching on a high-profile individual, will actually form one of the bases for the Queen's legal counsel. Now, Haji further pointed out that his office was forced to source for an independent person after Dorcas Odor, who was in charge, was accused of being partisan. Mwilu obtained High Court orders stopping her prosecution before the DPP asked the Chief Justice to step up an expanded bench to determine if she is immune from prosecution.
Thank you, Mr. Court. My name is Ms. Kelly, from the Invested Party, the Federation of Lawyers to the Kenya.
My lords, my name is Mwangela, the intendant amicus in ICJ Kenya.
Even as a 5-judge bench gets to work in order to determine whether Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu can actually face charges, let's just take a look at the charges that Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu is facing. Now, the charge was preferred by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. We take a look at the abuse of office charge for personal gains, as well as evasion of taxes. She's also accused of conducting herself in disregard of the law, accepting money in form of gifts, and also obtaining execution of a security belonging to Imperial Bank Limited by false pretense. This are some of the charges that Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu is facing, and will definitely keep you updated even as the 5-judge bench comprising of Justices Helen Omondi, Mombi Ngoge, Francis Tuyot, William Musyoka, and Chacha Mwita begin hearing this particular case where the DPP is preferring these charges against the DCJ. All right, we definitely keep you updated on that particular case, even as the court has taken recess. But let's take a look at one particular development that happened in this submission by the two organizations. That is, the Queen's Counsel, Khawar Qureshi, made his first appearance. Just as the DPP had mentioned, he will handle the prosecution in this particular case that is facing the Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu for various reasons, which we will mention to you. But let's break down the history or the profile of the Queen's Counsel Khawar Qureshi. Now, in 1990, he was called to the bar to serve. Now, he was the youngest advocate to have appeared at the International Court of Justice in 1993. In 2006, fast forward rather, he took his silk. This basically means he was appointed as a Queen's Counsel. In 2006 still, he was appointed a visiting professor in commercial law at the University of London. He's a Queen's Counsel at Saleh Court Chambers and McNair Chambers in Qatar, and he has taught commercial law at Cambridge University and public international law at King's London College. Still on that case, our investigative reporter, Francis Ontomwa, joins us live with updates from the courts. Francis Ontomwa, many thanks for joining us. Bring us up to speed with the developments that happened on the earlier side of the day.
Well, there is a massive storm here at the High Court here regarding this case touching on Philomena Mwilu, and it has everything to do with a new prosecutor that has been brought by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, that is Khawar Qureshi. This professor from London, the defense has said that they are not really convinced that he was properly brought into this particular case. They have questioned on how he was gazetted and on the powers that the DPP's office and even the Attorney General's office had to ensure that this man was brought into this particular case. Another question that the defense lawyers are raising regarding this particular man is that they're saying that he has not submitted a valid practicing document to ensure rather to see him be part of this case that it touches on Kenya's second most powerful judicial officer, that is Philomena Mwilu, and therefore there is that particular storm that saw the court take at least 2 breaks. This is the second break that we have taken, and we are expecting that in the afternoon there is a matter that has been brought before court here, and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has been given some time to consult on whether they will be proceeding on a different application without Qureshi Khawar, this particular man from this actually a professor of law from the UK, who had been of course deemed as the man who will carry the hopes and the aspirations that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions harbored regarding prosecuting Justice Philomena Mwilu. You will also remember that Philomena Mwilu raised a number of questions regarding her prosecution in the High Court, saying that she was supposed to have been subjected before the Judicial Service Commission, and this particular challenge is now one that was brought before the High Court, and today it was expected that there would have been a discussion regarding the application that was properly brought before court the other time, but now there has been a lot of stoppages here. We are expecting that in the afternoon we'll be listening on as to what the DPP has decided as regarding whether they will be proceeding without this man from UK or with the other applications, or they will be stopping everything altogether, Jesse.
Many thanks, our investigative reporter Francis Ontomwa, definitely keeping us up to speed, and of course a little bit